Oh meu Deus, peguei o negócio errado. Aí eu estrago minha stream todinha. E agora, deixa eu ver aqui. Vou colocar pra cá pra eu poder ficar olhando aqui a tela. E vamos jogar aqui um pouquinho de Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Joguinho bem antigo. Tá. Acabei de instalar aqui na Steam. Ver se... Acabei de instalar, né? Não estou instalando agora. Acabei de comprar. Vou entrar na live aqui pra ver se o áudio tá saindo direitinho. Fazer o teste, que da última vez o áudio tava todo zoado, cara. Então, melhor olhar. Então, alô, alô, alô. Então, alô, alô, alô. Acho que tá correto agora. Acho que tá correto agora. Acho que tá correto agora. Bom, na hora que eu entrar no jogo, eu vejo se tá saindo o áudio do jogo também, né? A galera mandando mensagem aqui. A tela do jogo fica bem pequenininha. Acho que tem que configurar primeiro, né? Configura aqui. Kenobi. Opa, Kenobi não, né? Kenobi. Kenobi. Hã? Deixa eu logar aqui primeiro, galera. Só um instantinho. Jesus. Ai, desculpa, galera. Deixa eu ver onde que é a tela do jogo. Só logar aqui. Só ajeitar logo o... Estranho que ele tá com resolução alta. Ele não tá aplicando, deixa eu tentar aqui. Pronto. Agora foi. Eu posso voltar aqui, peraí. Pra cá de novo. Game Capture. Agora vai dar certo. Passar o Discord pra cá também, porque se alguém entrar... Ok. Eu vou sair e entrar de novo para ele aceitar as transformações, as modificações do gráfico. Vai. Acho que agora deu tudo certinho. Então vamos para a tela do jogo. Deixa eu ver se eu sei qual que é a tela agora. Eita. Vai. Ele não aceitou o atalho do jogo. Ah, deixa eu passar aqui por fora então. Só colocar. Ajeitando as coisas aqui. Só está. Quero colocar o Discord pequeno aqui pra ver se vai aparecer gente. Podia colocar esse overlay do Discord. Deixa eu ligar o overlay do Discord. Não sei se ele tá ligado automático para todos os jogos. Aqui. Eu vou... Ué, onde é que configura o overlay? Sobreposição. Aqui. Shift. Ok. Ok. Acho que já está configurado. Você vai aparecer. Okidoki. Agora eu só tenho que trocar o local de sobreposição, né? Porque senão vai ficar... Eu acho que ele aparece só pra mim ou ele aparece pra vocês também? Agora é uma dúvida. Mas eu vou colocar um outro local de sobreposição, porque senão vai ficar aparecendo em cima dos tagzinhos da stream mesmo. Ficar aqui embaixo. Isso vai ficar bom. Shift. Pra mim não tá aparecendo nada, vai ver que... Ver direitinho depois. Normal mesmo.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and the mutable faithful. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary, He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Ok, vamos escolher aqui o que eu vou ser. Persuasão mais um, Alchemy mais um, Blacksmith mais dois, Lockpicking 2, Detective. Alchemy, Sagecrafted Spelling, Persuasion Stealth, Sagecrafting. Talcum Father renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace or efficiently silence. Okay. The Josaphat are a proud and ancient people and lands of the north that themselves fit to divine right from wind, sun and sky and okay. Hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequent pirates and mercenaries as merchants. Many came to a fair land seeking freedom while honoring the tradition of their homeland. Mais um de persuasão, mais um de alquimia. Acho que o mais porradeiro vai ser esse aqui, né? Tô em dúvida entre esses dois, entre Varane e Almain. Lockpicking, Detect Hidden, Tile, Dagger, and Swords and Seals. É mago. É outro mago. Não, esse aqui acho que é o mago ladino, se não esse aqui. Vou com all main. Mais 6 fire damage, mais 6 fire resistance. Mana, physical damage, mais 5 armor war. So, 5 health, 5 mana. Health. Mais um experience bom. Acho que eu vou com 5% physical damage. Tem como eu escolher não? Só tem preset, velho? Possível. Ah, ele deve dar escolha a partir do preset, será? É, ó. Deixa eu tirar esse color skin hair. Tirar aqui por enquanto, só para escolher o rosto. Esse ou... Isso, estamos com... Ah, vai acabar a arma? É. Eu adoro esses jogos que não dá pra você girar. Pra saber como que é o cara de ladinho, né? Com cabelinho. Ixi, Maria. Vamos que vamos.
A human. And not in bad shape. Almain by the look of him. You know how you can tell? Turn him over. See if there's a stick in his arse. All right then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Nosso nome vai ser... Barrows Kenobius. Barrows Kenobi.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Que beleza, hein? Secrecy is too important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Violent remains have become a concern in the lower cavern, so an incinerator has been added to deal with this. This should make disposal works like less horrible, although should avoid drinking water from downstairs. Vou pegar isso aqui, uma cartazinha, né? Tá falando sobre o trabalho aqui de... Nossa, cara, tá de corpo. Eles estão jogando os corpos, né? E agora eles estão instalando um incinerador aqui, ó. Exatamente esse aqui. É o corpo. Lever é justamente para queimar o corpo. Para não deixar os corpos apodrecendo ali. Temos aqui. O esqueleto tinha 10 de gold preso no meio das costelas dele ali. Espadinha, rapaz. Take all. Toy weapon, primary, rusty sword. só, tá enferrujado, mas tá bonito, hein? Ó, vamos.
They're all over. Run!
Esse carinha aí.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Stay away!
Tá falando comigo?
Help! Anybody!
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
Vai, esse cara ficou parado. What the fuck? Peguei?
Oh,
E aí, cara?
thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked.
Tava.
By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
What happened to me, my friend?
You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Professor Formorus Hughes, the Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! Oh my. You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deo, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Let me get this door, and we can be on our way. Right this way.
Ok, então eu tô sendo atacado aí. Take all, quero pegar esses armors aqui. Espalhado aqui. E take all. Armor. Ah, pá, fiquei bonitinho, hein? 3 potions. Disposal notes. Pra ver se tem alguma coisa, cara, que eu posso pegar. Sai do meio, senão você vai levar espadada. Vou pegar um goldzinho aqui, né? Se não tem nada pra cá.
This is what we're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Caralho, o bichinho tá morto mesmo aqui, viu? Oh,
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
tá um shield lá na frente. Lá. Take all. XP.
Wait! Do you hear something? More to offer!
Another offering for yon lord. Die, duckling!
I'm going to need more than
Adiós,
just that
muchacho.
sword. That one had a bow. Get it? daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size.
Por enquanto vou ficar sem adaga.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
The mistake of the gods, easily corrected. Look at the mortal burn and scatter.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you?
Per request, we finally got this spider problem under control. Well, we'll try to take credit for an efficient glazing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provide to this successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness, joints, and skin symptoms, which research always suggests a possible solution for the internal cohesion. Recreation of system. The application of toxins such as. Ok. Ou seja, galera, aí só foi picado pelas aranhas. Ei. Os ovos de aranha, isso aqui? Acho que sim, hein? Rope Tomes, não vou usar isso aqui, vou pegar tudo. Spider! Tô errado.
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders. Burn them! Burn them!
Ah, droga. Como é que marca o bicho? Deve ter um jeito de marcar os bichos.
Hurry!
Die, Twatha bastard! Wait, you're not one of them. Ansel, get alive! And who's this?
That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well.
What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those Twatha make another push.
This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to Hughes. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
Okie dokie. Where is Hughes?
Directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
Cara, não me deu, né?
Go on. There isn't time to waste.
Pô, eu queria falar das coisas, cara.
I'll see you on the outside.
E o que tem aqui pra eu poder pegar, né?
Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat.
Ó, ele me deu as 3 opções para as builds, pelo visto. Eu vou continuar com a minha espada mesmo. Estranho não ter tido uma espada melhor, né? Só tem essas... não tem essas... Deixa aqui pra... Armor. Eu vou continuar com a minha, velho. Tem capacete, né? Caramba, tem coisa pra caramba aqui. Ali. esse lado que eu vou.
Oh. Oh.
Oh! I can get a better view of surround by clicking. Well, progress log is from... Ah, falando sobre o experimento, né? Só pegar esse aqui. Não, né, velho? Nada. Relatório do canalzinho lá. Yes!
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalentarth. And why attack the well? The Fey are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone. I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time. I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There's so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war.
But it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, we must hurry. Good, good. We can't waste time. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're fascinating, simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the...
Oh shit!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Oh shit! Ow!
This end! I don't blink!
Quietinho, rapá.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Ei, tá no chão ali. Ai! Ah, eu virei um Jedi aqui. Opa. E aí, esse anelzinho, o que que faz? Fala, Petdo! Tranquilão, cara? Tem que colocar o negocinho pra me avisar que tem chat, velho. Instalar de novo porque mudou o programa. Pagou um achievement.
Told them we needed more guards.
Eu tenho level. Caramba, tenho nem ideia o que eu faço aqui. Enemies and other characters are displayed on the minimap. Increase the amount of gold found as you explore the world. You can harvest component from some enemies in the world. Increase the effectiveness of repair. Improve buy and sell gold cost at persuasion. Right cost for crime and increase your chance to persuade others to your way of thinking. Sage graph better quality of drop. Passar agora não. Olha primeiro. Interrupt the level process will reset your. Are you sure? Yes. Não quero passar ainda não. Calma lá que eu tenho que dar uma olhada.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? Oh. Oh. That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. We should be safe here.
Oh, suck.
It's only a matter of time before they come after us again. Oh, you mean Agath? He visits Hughes every once in a while.
Cheguei sim, cara. Já tô com ele. Só não comecei a ler ainda.
He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. We should be safe here. At least a little longer.
Cara,
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Do they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade.
sim, cara. Vai ser as mesmas perguntas, acho que eu não vou fazer aqui de novo. Vamos ver se você vai falar a mesma coisa.
Building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby.
Sim, mas parece ser legal sim, cara. Eu só não tô com tanto tempo, assim, eu não estava, né? Já vou começar a ter mais um pouquinho de tempo, porque eu tava saindo do escritório que eu trabalho. Aí tava tendo muito trabalho, cara. Muita coisa pra organizar e tal. Aí por isso que eu nem comecei a ler ainda. Eu tenho que ler sobre o jogo aqui, como que são as builds, pra não fazer besteira. The pulsing circle of your minimap indicates your quest objective. Follow it will lead you to your current goal. Ok. Tem nenhum pulsing gold. Tem só uma marquinha branca ali. Assim verde aqui, rapaz. O que é isso aqui? I use Shrine of Mitaru. Mitaru Protection. Aqui. Ah. Ah. Oh, ai! Ai!
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? When I saw you with Edsel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. I don't have... Okay, here. It's all I've got, plus what I got paid for the information. I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa. Pah! Good riddance to Hughes and his damn well. Shoot! Be gone! What is this world coming to?
Ué, tem um caminho ali por cima das cachoeiras, ó. Ó o peixinho! Ó o peixinho! Ah, o que temos aqui? Olá! Aqui. Ah, cacetados. Opa! Dispel. Press A quando tiver esse símbolozinho do 1. Some glips faster than others, be careful. Eu não entendi não. Alguma coisa aqui, ó. Oh, rapaz. Ó, tem lá do outro lado também, ó. The fuck? Susto, bicho. Oba, ali. Eu vou ali na... onde é a quest primeiro. Provavelmente alguém vai me mandar vir aqui.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change
Esse game é... como é?
things.
Classe feita ou você vai criando? Você vai criando, cara. Parece que é o seguinte. Pelo que eu lembro, que eu vi umas coisas... Eu joguei esse jogo já faz muito tempo atrás. Você vai pegando as cartas e essas cartas vão te dando os atributos. Então provavelmente eu vou escolher a minha primeira carta aí agora. Com certeza, cara. Eu lembro que eu jogava com um guerreiro mago, né? Um War Mage. Eu joguei esse jogo há muito tempo atrás e eu não finalizei na época.
The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes's success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I wish I could, but times are tough. I've barely got enough to pay my bar tabs as it is.
Oh,
You
the
really
cards.
don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means... it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Só vamos, meu chapa.
Time for a drink. I've never killed a mortal.
Wenn ihr ferimento des fu, feito símbolo. Ok. Hadouken!
I'm going to stun you.
Droga, perdi o texto aqui, agora não sei o que fazer. Pegou a gente aqui no quarto. Ah, porque tem mais um ali, cara. Give me your soul, motherfucker!
Another victory! What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
Dig, meu chapa.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Pronto, tá aí, ó. Aí eu tenho que começar a ver o que que eu vou... Expand, aí daí vou começar, vai começar aumentando, ó. Os tiers de might, as finesse, que é parte como se fosse ladino e arqueiro, e o sorcerer. Aí tem o finesse sorcerer, might sorcerer. Aí might sorcerer seria o que? O cara que bate e solta magia, né? Might finesse, um cara que é um duelista, ele ataca e consegue matar as pessoas como é que fala? Escondido. Eu acho que eu tava jogando de Blade Master, cara, se não me engano, cara. Eu não lembro direito, mas acho que era Blade Master. Era Might Finesse. E tem o Might Finesse em Sorcerer, né? Que você pode ser só tudo. É muito legal, cara. Esse jogo é muito legal porque você pode ir trocando depois. É bem interessante, cara. Agora eu não sei o que eu vou jogar, cara. Com o que eu vou. Eu tô pensando em organizar essa minha tela da stream, cara, e deixar, em vez de colocar esses dois negocinhos em cima aqui, ó, colocar os subs em cima da minha tela aqui, um pouquinho em cima da minha tela, e os follows um pouquinho embaixo dessa tela aqui, ó, pra ficar tudo concentrado em um lado. Pensando aqui. Pode ser que seja uma coisa legal. Vou tentar dar uma olhada depois no Photoshop. Então aqui a gente tem Fateless One, a Newly Resurrected, Your Fate. Acho que essa aqui é que está equipado, eu não tenho nenhum Fate. Aí eu ganhei essas três. Então, with this Destiny you are formed of melee combat, you can withstand a lot of punishment, and it's usually more efficient if you to block or suffer an attack rather than dodge one. Então eu tenho mais 15% de melee ataque, mais 20% de block efficient. Aí como rogue eu tenho 10% de range attack damage, 30% resistant while dodging e aumento piercing damage. E acólito eu aumento meu dano elemental e eu tenho mais... diminui o gasto de mana em 10%. Eu vou de brawler. Você pode escolher todas, né, aqui. Mas eu vou de brawler primeiro. Então...
It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yulven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads, Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
Ok.
What could this all mean?
Por que tem uma interrogaçãozinha?
Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you? The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We
Ah, é porque eu acho
foretold
que eu
the
tenho que
destinies
encontrar
of
com ele lá na
kings
casa do
and
cara, lá.
gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. What could this all mean?
Okidoki. Vamos ver agora meu level up se eu consigo entender um pouco mais. So blacksmith allows you to repair your arms and armor as they become worn and damaged, as well as forge entirely new equipment. Isso aqui é uma boa coisa, hein? Eu já tenho 2 em blacksmith, é isso? É, acho que eu já tenho 1 em alquimia, 2 em blacksmith e 1 em persuasão. Ah, cadê o lockpicking? Putz, eu não sei o que coloca, cara. Persuasão, será? Blacksmith. Jesus, eu não lembrava dessas coisas todas não, cara. Raw muscle and superb sense of balance make you incredibly effective with the Might Hammer. A combination of perfect strength and long sword. Unlock special attacks from longsword, great sword, hammer. This. Today's. Okay. Your brute strength enable you to wield a great sword with speckle. So what's required? Vamos lá, né? Ah, que legal. Tem um negócio aqui. No fórum do PUBG. Ok, então nós temos que continuar aqui. Alguma coisa pra cá? The Legend of Dead Cow. E os... Fala pra quê, né?
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olain's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Ok. Contando um pouco da história, né? Orstone. Vou pegar essas aqui, não sei pra que servem esses materiais, vamos pegando, né? Não lembro de nada, cara. Inimigo. Ai, cacetubs. Mosquitos. New location score, the Gore Heart. Describing the location, you are now able to fast travel to this location from your world map by pressing OK. If you like to fast travel, please to switch from the local map to the world map. Here on the world map you can select locations you've discovered and fast travel to them by pressing A. Que legal, cara. Nossa senhora. Sério que a minha quest é lá no cu do Judas? Vai ser essa que eu vou fazer agora não.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Hello.
Fala aí, cara, o que
I
tá
don't care
sucedendo
what
aí?
you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savaged like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
What happened
It
here,
appears
man?
she was attacked with some manner of short blade. Likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a
Nossa, tem
Fae.
uma mulherzinha toda
I
deformada ali
don't know
atrás.
whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
I'd like to help.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named R.A. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I'm a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started. She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days. I'm the Warden of Goreheart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace.
Calma, cara, a gente vai conseguir ajudar.
Hope you stay in town.
A Pezinha tava toda deformada lá de longe.
Enough of the oppression! Enough of the lies! Enough of the spiritual hoarding and claims of superiority! Mitharu does not judge. She loves. Help
Don't
me
let
to
your guard
expose the
down.
mission for what it truly is. A prison of ideas in which they hope to keep us locked away forever. But I
Yeah,
tell
yes,
you, whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's Perpetual. They deal in lies and false tenets. Their light of hope will leave you in shadow. If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. Mitharu's divine order governs all, even the Fae. It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the ordination rites, and am as legitimate as any monk. You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Goreheart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own. He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the church deems worthy.
Ok.
She was wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Goreheart is a pleasant place. Never make assumptions.
Okay, thank you. Quests. The quest log contains all of your quests. You can set your favorite quest by selecting a quest and pressing A. Beleza. Lá. Objetivo final, contact the expedition. To the light. Side aqui. Speak to area of the Fae. Esse aqui. Primeiro de tudo, acho que tem algumas coisas. Aqui. Deve ser uma espadinha. Falo com você,
Hey
cara.
there.
Greetings.
Things.
Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fae girl they found outside?
Yep. Shop. Jesus! A fez, tá roubando de quem? Caramba, cara, que facada. Isso aqui. Cara, que coisa cara da porra. Ah, não, Great Sword tá aqui. Não vou comprar nada não, porque eu vou ver como é que é.
Don't be a stranger.
Try the corner shop for supplies.
Fala aí, brother.
Times are hard, but hard
Não quero
times
falar com
can
você.
pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn.
Tell me about the warsworn.
Some may try to colour it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur. You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word. Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here. Medgar was last seen east of his brother's camp. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin and a commendation to join the order.
Cara, tem a mesma tatuagem que eu, rapaz.
Peaceful enough, if it's peace and quiet you like. Trouble with bandits and rogues now and then, that's when they send for me.
Ah, não, cara. Foi mal, mas não tô muito afim de falar com você agora. Cura. Back.
Behave yourself.
Stay indoors after sundown.
Don't believe Father Dinwell when he tells you that Mitharu was male. Mitharu is a god, not a mortal.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu is at work. We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens. Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Where should I look?
Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village.
Cara, tem biquinho, ó.
Frustrating, that one. Stubborn to the spirit. She claims to know the will of Mitharu better than those of us who have spent a lifetime studying scripture. If only she would be touched by the hand of reason. The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls. We honor him by converting the Fae to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying.
Que fracasso são, hein, cara? Os caras estão trabalhando em converter os bichos na religião deles, não conseguiram converter ninguém ainda.
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We in Gorhart like to stay focused on our business. That way the Fae stay focused on theirs.
Ah, não, deixa eu chegar.
Hello there.
Hello. Ah. Ô bem, galera, eu tava aqui dando sopa. Estamos aqui, study armor. Opa. Caralho, 28? Deixa eu ver. Correr. What? Ah, porque esse aqui é o Ruby, né? Swing! Ah, agora tem uma armazinha de respeito. Lightning damage. Shocking damage over seconds. Secundário. Arcozinho de fogo. Ok, achar esse. Parece que é subindo. Sai do meio, galera. Ai, caralho! Era pra acertar a caixa, foi mal, galinha. Esse cara ali matou a galinha com a pá.
Enough of the oppression! Enough of the lies! Enough of the spiritual hoarding and claims of superiority! Mitharu does not judge. She loves.
And oh, watch over her since you cannot. And I will visit you often. That I will come to a mission. Raid a prison for Easter. But if only I had both escaped.
Are we not lied to enough? We are at war! We scrabble for every supper! We live in fear of one another. Shouldn't the mission unite us? Mitharu believes in justice, in equality, in order. What order is there when few choose to subjugate the many? Help me to expose the mission for what it truly is.
É por fora mesmo.
Prison of ideas in which they hope to keep us locked away forever. I tell you, your mind must not be caged.
Caramba, eu tô estudando bem até aqui. Hey man, ting, 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 ting. É, pô. pouquinho de merda.
I don't know if what the Fae say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not save forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and strange. She could be mistaken for a fate weaver. So, when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. Oh my, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, you will need to peck at things on the ground, and every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
Ai, ai. Aqui, a moedinha ali.
May your hollow gods keep you, mortal. I am called Airy. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice.
If it has to be Anger.
Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do. Perhaps your mortal apothecary can provide one. You can always create the potion yourself if you possess the skill. I wandered the forest for many seasons, listening to lore stones of the great ballads. Before that, I dwelled in the gardens of Issa. I prefer the quiet of this village, the mirth of the witless. We are kin to the seasons and cycles of all life, to new life and perpetual growth. Mortals may view the warmth of the petals and smell the beauty of a newborn bud. But only Fae know the strength of the roots beneath the surface. Fae lands? Yes, I've heard these words before, but do not understand their meaning. There are only Fae, and there is only land. I do find Almain's sentiments so charming. I cannot reveal much. The gardens are the jewel of the summer court, a wonder beheld by few mortals. It is located far east of here in a wood so thick it would devour all but those who knew its secrets. Do not pursue such mysteries, mortal. They are not for you.
Oh, that's a no.
I adore every sad soul in the village, even stubborn Herc with his tender heart, and drunken old Arnik. The widow fascinates me. She has no idea that her lover is dead. I watch them from my perch, hoping to learn the meaning behind their pursuits and passions. If I could, I would grant each of them an eternity. Alas, I cannot.
Meu Deus, tem muita coisa mesmo.
All of us are at the mercy of the changing seasons, mortal and Fae alike. If it is one's time to pass into the Great Cycle, then we must not protest. The passing is keeping with autumn, and is as natural as the eventual rebirth. They contain memories, great moments, ideas, songs, and inspirations. The Fae do not record their words in ink or on paper. Ink fades, paper crumbles. Lore stones mark where our kind has made a lasting impression, where the seasons slowed to take note of glory on a grand scale. I find them so interesting. from their vestments to their odd habits and demeanors. Just yesterday I saw a monk from the Almain mission sneaking through the underbrush. Strange creatures you are. Strange, but glorious. I feel them near, flitting through the western woods like shafts of shadow in the sunlight. What could have brought them here, I wonder? The Tuatha do not trouble themselves with easy prey. If they prowl these woods, it is for worthy quarry.
Oops.
Farewell.
Farewell for you too. Não, então tem que ir lá no cara pra ver se eu consigo fazer a potionzinho, né? Ó, galera. Capacete, rapaz. Não vou pegar aquele negócio ali porque eu não vou usar agora, então vou pegar depois. Agent found. Sim, ali na água tem também. Stone ali.
I have a secret to tell you. I am not sad. When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs. My father said that this is why when an old person dies, their partner is never far behind. But I do not feel that way. I feel free.
Okay. Good for you. Eu tô achando que tem level pra pegar esses reagentes, sabia? Um monte de coisa que não tá vindo nada. E tem lugar pra descer na água aqui também. É mesmo. Achei ter vindo um escudo, não veio não? É. Tá aqui com... Ué, não veio um escudo? Peguei ali, Iron Guard. What the heck? É. Nossa senhora, tome! Voltar lá na vila. Que bicho feio é esse, meu Deus do céu? Chulepo! É, ó, tá vendo? Não tá tendo reagente. Estranho isso. Tô indo, cara! Cabe isso. Cara, é sangue nos olhos mesmo, viu?
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of the Fey folk? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. Wait, Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. His path to power was too plodding, and now he wishes to slow me down too. I have new friends, Fey friends. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it. They are Fey twins, and they are beautiful, magical creatures. They've promised to teach me magic, to help me see the world as it really is. All they require of me is to fetch for them this relic. It's quite a bargain, believe me. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future, a future full of magic and wonders. Let's go. It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild Fey. Goodbye now.
Já limpei o caminho pra gente, aí fica fácil, hein, cara. Fala, cara, beleza? Piratas aí. Cara, eu tenho que colocar o barulhozinho, cara. Sem ter o barulho fica foda, eu não vejo quem tá falando.
I know. If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Honest. Ask Father Dinwell.
Local legend says that the great Fey mage Armin the Clever retreated to these caverns to hide his treasures from mortal hands. Among them, the Selkie Vale. I'm new to the Feylands. Until I joined the mission, I'd never even left my home village. That's why I volunteered. I wanted to see the world. I want to visit the gardens of Issa, to meet gnomes and Alfar, to live. The Order of Mitharu was a good way to leave home, but I want so much more. It sounds rather silly, doesn't it? I had a feeling it would. I need a mage name for when I become all-powerful, for when my magic is so great that no one will dare dispute me. What about Abner the Visionary, or Malik the Nefarious, Lord Zaltanus? No? Then those were the good ones. Mortal races have no lasting grasp on this world, and in time the fair ones shall be our masters, beautiful and mighty. They believe I have the potential to succeed where all others have failed, including them. You see, they can't obtain what they desire, so they need someone more powerful to do it. Then they will bestow upon me the wisdom of the Fae. Legend tells of the great Fae city hidden beneath the canopies of Dalantarth. I've never met anyone who's been there, but I'm sure it's real. Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a doubt in my mind. It is called the Selkie Veil, and it's said to possess the power to transform its wearer into any form he wishes. Finna says it belongs to the Fae, but was stolen. I don't know much about the relic, only that it was supposedly crafted by a Fae mage named Armen the Clever. Armen is a good name. Not as good as Casmaran, though. Father Dinwell and the others are fools, and their silly mission will wither and crumble. Finna and Arbos have glimpsed it with their ever-seeing eyes. Goodbye now.
Opa! Oh, nem tinha visto Tô ficando horrível, velho. A mistura de tudo com a armadura aqui por enquanto. Esqueletinho aqui. Whoa! What the fuck was that? Caralho, meu irmão. Não, de ver essas
Casmaran fears nothing.
Vai, morre, otário. de level. Smash the ground, cause tremor, damage enemies in the area. Cast the spell rapidly in succession to chain up to 3 attacks. Se eu vou botar. Oh, quantos? Warlord. Eu peguei.
We must find the veil.
Isso lá não tem, vamos pegar o negócio aqui. Ai! É mesmo. Cara, essa paradinha do áudio tá bugando o áudio direto. Caramba, o cara já tá ali embaixo levando porrada já.
Come. Casmaran will soon be rewarded.
Oh no. What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a Fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, your head holds more than fantasies. The Feylands are such fertile ground for games. The inhabitants are so oafish you can fill your pockets with hardly any effort. Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My brother and I are always ready to play. Cursed, is it? It does look like you are well acquainted with misfortune. Keep the veil, then. There are other treasures to be had in the Feylands. Make certain our paths do not cross again, or my brother will add his mark to your scars. A charming boy, but simple. My brother and I do prefer them witless and eager. He would have done so much more for us if not for you. Before the war, we plundered Rothier from within. We were so successful that the Warsworn had bounties on our heads. Not much, but enough to be proud of. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. With the arrival of so many wartime outlaws, we were forced to relocate here. It was for the best, if you ask me.
Eles não são fei.
Legend states that the wearer of the veil will be granted strange abilities, Fey abilities. So you can imagine why my brother and I might be curious.
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Gorhart, I'd never known anyone outside my immediate family. Everything was so new, so magical. You must think me a
foi
fool.
tapeado, otário.
And Father Dinwell. Come, let's return to the mission. I must ask forgiveness of so many. See you later.
I hope you're brighter than poor Egan. From the looks of it, I'd say probably not. I don't care enough to have an opinion of the poor fellow, I'm afraid. He flits in and out of my thoughts, never registering. The most useful fools are the ones who never leave an impression. My twin sister and I share a very close relationship. It allows us to work fluidly, without consultation. In other words, we act as one. Farewell.
Yes.
It's not far.
Caramba, a galinha tá morta ainda aí, velho. Meu Deus do céu. É uma galinha aí, galera.
I actually missed Gorhart. Must we return to the mission? I crave adventure, magic, power. Although all of those things are quite frightening. Perhaps it is for the best. This new world is far more dangerous than I expected, and I haven't eaten in days. See you later.
Lockpick, então pega easy, viu?
Yeah, great Mitharu. Egan has returned. As for you, you have done as I asked, and we here at St. Odwig's are forever grateful. Consider this meager reward a donation to your cause. It is just one, to be sure. It is only by the grace of Mitharu that Egan has been returned to us. Of course, you had a hand in that miracle as well. The authority works in many ways. I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind.
Galera, vou salvar aqui o jogo. E vou nessa comer. Qualquer coisa eu volto mais um pouquinho já já. Isso!